Welcome to the today's session MMPM005 Block 4 Unit 14. Today we are going to discuss emerging issues in marketing of services. So today we are going to cover introduction of emerging issues of marketing of services, self-service technologies, customer relationship management and customer retention, the changing services scenarios and the emerging trends. So let us go through this. The customer service arena is undergone to enormous shift. So digital transformation been taken place because we know it very well that earlier services are mostly in the manual forms of these things being given, and now this is the digital platforms. Mostly you'll find how that can be available. New technologies are coming, and there is a rapid change in the environment. The most consumers have a host the device their disposals like today the phones, smartphones, iPads, computers. So all these things plays a vital role that for the digital transformation of the services, and these things been happening. So self-service technology SSTs. So day by day, just like do it yourself DIY kind of concepts being started with the services that you can be a part to the service process, that as a customer and service provider can able to deliver as per the requirement of the customer, or we can say the clients. So self-service technologies enable customers to create a service without any direct involvement of the service employee. So what the persons can able to do that the machines or the platform can able to do, and that kind of services can be possible. Like that in the ATM counters, you will find that the instructions being given to the customers, and they are going to put that, and as per the instructions they are getting their work done. If it is a accounts to get the amount of money from this particular ATM counters, then booking a tickets, the instructions being also given. Then follow the path in a service organizations also that instructed, and people can able to know that. And as per these particular things, they can able to reach out this particular place and get back this particular kind of services. So SST uses include not only supplementary services, additional or value-added services also being given. So here that making payments, but also the delivery of core products in industries like banking, research, entertainment, self-paced education. So we know it we know it very well that during COVID-19 there is a lot of interactions takes place only because of that platform. It is a Google form. They can able to do that online classes can be possible, or teaching aid can be provided to the students, even if also remote area, that can also be possible through the internets. Then banking cases, how the operations day by day, online bankings, transactions, then UTIs. So many new things came to the market where the service being delivered to the customers without the presence of the employees. Day by day, more advanced things are also happening, like AI based means artificial intelligence based tools such as chatbots, service robots, like the minimum level what the employees related services are there, but nowadays also absolutely free from you can say that the employees you can able to deliver. So that's the concept being started with the chatbots and all AI based services. So almost it's replacing the human being, and you are getting the services edge for what the human beings are getting. So here, self-service technology enable companies to improve the customer relationships. So there is a chance that when customer will interact with the employees, so there is a chance that the service standard may not be maintained. But when they are going to maintain through the technologies, the service standards always you will find that will be constant, and some standards can also able to maintain, and Same kind of services a person can get also with the multiple interactions. So this can be possible through this one. Then what else can be done? Multi-way information flow can also be possible. Personalized services, any query is it coming, that is also personal services, that also you can able to get. Improve analytics, so standardized queries or more personal queries can also be solved. Then productivity and profitability of the organizations has increased because there is a clubbing up of the questions being happened, that the customers are asking too many questions regarding a particular product. So most common questions they have made it as a computerized answers are there. So if any person is asking the similar kind of questions, the computer generated answers are coming very frequently. If beyond that, if you are very much interested, some extra things which is not related to that one, asking that kind of services. So that particular case is only human interaction is essential. Otherwise, human interaction is not essential. As the digital platform is capable to solve this particular kind of problem. So digital self-service may not be the best fit for many technology challenged individuals because it can appear too complicated. So it is again also related how the customers can able to handle it this particular technology. If he doesn't have or she doesn't have the knowledge to handle the technology, so that particular cases human being is essential. So human related services can be provided. Otherwise, educated mass able to understand it properly, this particular kind of services. So technology based services being given to the customers. Now, what the benefits mostly you are going to get through that SST? So SST machines are conveniently located and accessible 24 hours a day and 7 days a week. So which is not possible that if you are going to get the banking services, which is only possible from 10 to 5. Now, if you can get this particular kind of services through the ATM counters, now you can deposit the amount of money also in the ATM counters. So all kinds of services, that is financial, non-financial services also you can able to do through the ATM machines, which is open 24 hours a day and also 7 days a week. A website is close as to your computer or smartphone, so we are always approachable to smartphones. So whatever the queries is it coming to us, very frequently we can able to solve this particular queries. It is only because of that the SST machines are doing conveniently and 24 hours a day they are working. Now next point is that improved accuracy. If it is a human related services, then human errors are more than if it is a machine error, if I'm going to say. So machine accuracy is very high. So that's why a customer can get also the services, similar kind of services or the exactly same services again and again without any kind of discrepancies. So that can be possible when it is IT related services can be provided. And accuracy level can also be enhanced. Now, personalized experience, farms can use AI tools day by day that AI is trying to replace the human beings. So often they are trying to give in certain areas, not possible for all the areas. So AI tools being powered, like we can say that in hotels nowadays, they are also promoting robots to give the service to the customers for the food, asking the questions, ordering, taking the order, delivering this particular product, giving this particular meal. So all kind of things can be possible. So the customer is also equally happy to see that one. So instead of going to the billing counters, the robot itself been able to do that one. And event on the screen, generate report, customer insights and improve SST performance. So day by day the performance also improving. It is only because of that the technology upgradation is happening. Reduce wait time. So day by day what we have seen that as it is machine operated, error is less also, and it can able to produce the same kind of services or similar services with a late shorter duration they can able to provide. And also your waiting time can also be minimized because a entry similar kind of entry kind of things, human errors are more to take more time to solve this kind of problems. But when it is done through the machines, so mostly it can able to do it perfectly and with a limited time consumption. So that's why it can able to reduce the waiting time, where waiting time reduction in services is there, customer will be more happy or satisfied, customers will be. Next is the drawbacks. So these are the benefits what we have discussed. Now we are going to find the drawbacks. Equipment failure. So sometimes it is happening also if it is a remote area or electricity problems, or it's a long-term electricity problems like natural disaster or something. That particular time machines cannot operate because of the power failure or any kind of natural disasters, that is earthquake, something has happened, machine is unable to do the work. So these are the things mostly where you may not get the services because of the, it must be operated with some kind of conditions must be. So it is condition related. High initial cost, as you can put the human being by educating them regarding what kind of services customer needs, and as for their requirement you can put that one. But this is not possible that machine cases you can operate. So machine having more is the information they have to circulate, more is the service they will give, more is the price of that particular machine. So high initial cost when you will go for the initial installment of the installation of that kind of machines. So this cost to the companies will be very high with comparison to, like we can say that if you are going for a particular hospital having the scanners are there, so CT scan, then you will go for MRI, the machines cost is very high. So later on these, because of that huge cost, the customers are also has to pay at the initial phase more amount of money. Now lack of human interaction. So when human interactions are limited, so that is standardized, what it will happen that so many other things cannot be understood properly, because what fed to the machine, that is the things the machine can able to understand. The machine cannot understand all those angles, because the programming has happened to the machine in a such a manner so that the few questions answers can have, all other questions, all other terms what used by the customers may not be understood properly. So this is human interactions that particular time it's highly required. So minor issues arise such as price discrepancies. So when the price differences you will find in the hotels, if the customer will ask that why the price difference is that, also sometimes the robot cannot answer it because what the it is being fed. So on the basis of that you will find the price will come. So items failing to scan, also splitting payments between cash and debit cards. So that also not possible. Either you have to pay with the cash or you have to pay with the debit cards. Both the things simultaneously by deduction of that one cannot be handled by the robot. So human being is essential for that. Some people may regard service encounters as social experience and prefer to interact with the people. So here also human interaction cases, most of the people, those who are not highly educated, rural people, so that particular cases, or diseased people, old age people, they might be not feeling comfortable to interact with the machines directly rather than to interact with the customers. And with the customers, the facial expressions also giving some kind of social experience, and customers will be more happy to interact with the customers rather than through the machines. This is especially true is the services where the social robots replace human interaction. So although it is replacing this one, but 50 to 60% of the work of a human being can be done by the robots, but rest of the things cannot be done. It is only because of that there are a lot of questions are there which cannot be handled by the machines or this particular robot. Now CRM or customer relationship management and customer retention. So customer relationship management is that how company can able to make the relationship with the customer. Second is the customer retention, how the companies are giving effort to retain their own customers. Means that existing customers will remain with the services. They do not want to lose. Like we can say that if a customer, regular customer of a bank who has enough deposits are there in the banks, so if company is not giving sufficient satisfaction in the services, then the customer may also leave. So nowadays, what the banks are trying to do, they are maintaining like priority customers. They are talking like priority customers, and for priority customers, there are certain services free of cost, and certain services they are going to give also extra advantages to the customer, so that they'll be differentiate from the any ordinary customers. So these kind of things they are trying to do, so that they will keep this customer, retention will be there, and customer will not leave that particular bank branch to go to another bank. So customer relationship management, CRM introduced for IT-enabled services in a particular, the interface of service encounters and service delivery are changed, right? So people are interacting with the different points of the companies, so their encounters are too many times also not getting good encounters or bad encounters being happened, so that is creating a problem. Then service delivery point also touch point that particular cases also, if it is not delivered in a proper manner, or if it is delayed, how to deal with the customers with the delayed service delivery. So that must be seen or regularly monitored very well, otherwise customer may shift from your brand of product to the next brand of product. As mentioned in the previous section, many services are delivered via internet-based platforms. So we are trying to give that if you are ordering through the any e-commerce sites like Flipkart and Amazon's, so products are delivering and we can able to get. But there are certain services where we are going to get it just like a particular services that is antivirus. Let us say if I'm going to talk, or any software if you are purchasing, that is the you can able to get the license key, that is through the soft copy, is it coming to immediately after that one, and coding also coming, like also DTH installation or activation, so this is also coming in, instantly. So these are all internet based platforms to do the work very fast. The innumerable benefits of the technology enabled services compared marketers faced with the newer challenges. So, day by day, what are the changes is it happening? So, every company is trying to do their level best to at least to reach to the customers very well. But the technology is it giving a threat to the several companies, those who are not IT based or they are not IT wise so much active. So for them, if any other organizations are doing well with the CRM through the softwares or IT, so other companies are going to suffer. So that particular part they have to think. Benefits of CRM. What are the benefits mostly companies are getting, and equally also customers. So access to the customer's previous purchase interaction history can assist service personnel. So it is highly essential that we have seen in the several platforms, e-commerce sites. So they are analyzing the customers, what amount of product are they purchasing, how frequently are they purchasing. So they are becoming the priority customers, or they are giving an extra weightage. So any delivery problem of something will happen. So necessary steps can be taken very fast, so that he may not or she may not lose that particular platform. Repetitive customer support tasks can be automated, like a person is completely purchasing or frequently coming to the hotels or purchasing ornaments or purchasing cars, so there is a requirement of to interact with the customers, like to greet during their birthday, greet during the marriage anniversary, like that, and may ask also questions related to product failure, or what kind of service requirement is there, whether their product is doing well or not. So in between they have to ask all those questions, because customers going to think that once product sold, nobody is taking responsibility to ask at least that the product is doing well or not in the market. So that's why it is a mandatory, or it's a instructions to the companies day by day, that once they sold this particular product, they need to interact with the customers for to understand that whether they're satisfied or not. Analysis of customer data can help service firms identify trends and insights about the customer. So what is the trend, is it going on, that trend is for the technology, trend is for the high quantity of product sales, like that. I'm going to say that if the trend is going for, most of the people are very much interested for the cell phones, and it is a low price cell phone, like I can say that 10,000 to 20,000 is the most demanded cell phones in the Indian market. So customers are going to focus mostly on that, more number of variants of that particular kind of product. So services also, we can say that in the hotel rooms, the price structure what they have fixed, they have to make the analysis of that which kind of hotel rooms booking is very high, that whether it is a normal room, it is a executive room, this is a luxury room kind of things. On the basis of that also you need to keep more number of that particular kind of rooms in the hotels. Now, underlying the logic of customer retention benefits in the organization. So here we will find that the customer retention and increased profit. So that is going to the employees. So employees will be happy enough because employee is going to get the benefits from the company. So employees loyalty will be more. So if the employees loyalty will be more towards the company, so definitely it is going to provide a qualitative service to the customer. So if they are providing the qualitative services to the customer, again customer is satisfied. So once customer is satisfied, then customer will remain with that particular company. So this is always like a circle that all the things are related to each other. Means more is the customer satisfaction, more will be the company happy that this particular customers remained with our organizations, and equally they will provide more remuneration to their employees, and employees is satisfied, then also providing the qualitative service to the customer. So this is a cycle where you will find customer retention will be very high if this is the practices being done or practiced. Now, changing services scenario, that here we will find that in order to encourage relationship building, a new service market is created. Strategies, marketing strategies that marketplace on emphasis on the human interaction during service delivery. So even though also you are interacting with the direct with the market, so during delivery there is a huge requirement that what kind of product are you delivering. The customers reactions can be studied, so that is must be there, human interactions must be there during the delivery, not only during the other things, so information sharing. As technology spreads, internet transactions like online banking, check-in are being encouraged by marketers because they cut down to human interaction, promote access standardization. So here we'll find that more is the human interaction, it's a cost to the company, so they are going to minimize that one and encouraging that to people to interact with that one. Mostly we have seen that when during the COVID-19, the government has encouraged people to go for the digital payment. So cash withdrawal will be limited, and most of the times you try to do. And during that particular time, majority of the people in India, they have taken this Paytm, and through Paytm they can able to pay most of these things. So later on, then other things became Phone Pay, Google Pay, and other things became, but majority advantage got by the uh, Paytm, and people can able to. And today, mostly you will find in India, almost every retail sections and service stations you will find that the Paytm payment gates are available. Now the changing service scenario, what the service scenario being changed now, customer expectations being changed. So consumer behavior research is being used more frequently by marketers, and by this process, people payments are also, payment gates are also multiple. If you have seen through the e-commerce, we can able to see that the customers can able to pay that amount of money either through COD, cash on delivery, or they are going to provide through the debit card or UPI payments. Now the new concepts are equally coming, that from the credit card system, as people are not interested for the credit card. Now the majority e-commerce websites also started pay later, that will be treated as also like credit card, or you may go for the EMI options if you have the any cards like that. So this is the expectations being increased. So company has to see also what are the different means by which I can able to satisfy the customers or the clients. Next is the credibility. This is more important, that more is the credible organizations, more is the customer will be linked with that particular organization. So putting more emphasis on emotional selling proposition than unique selling proposition. So unique selling proposition is what the product things are there. Emotional selling proposition is that emotionally or being you are attached to this particular organizations because of something is there in the services which is not provided any other organization. So today's world is mostly you will find emotional selling proportions, people are being attached that something is there. Might be I cannot say that two hotels are differentiating, but two hotels mostly differentiating on the basis of emotional selling propositions as the customer is selecting the first hotel by not selecting the second hotels. Companies employ both above and below the line marketing strategies. So today, day by day, that depending on your expenses capacity or investment capacity, you might be going to select whether it is a below the line you will go for if you have limited amount to invest for advertising, or if you have more amount than above the line also you can go for the strategies you can adopt for that. Now simplification cases to get customers quick and easy access. So this is more important that how quickly the customer can able to respond and can able to purchase. So new in IT channels are there where you can get the informations and you can purchase instantly. Like you can book it, you can send SMS, you can send mail, you can purchase that direct interaction with the companies with the nowadays also started with the WhatsApp. Each organization started with the WhatsApp connectivity with the customers so that you can put your order also in WhatsApp also. So this is very simplification, very simple way being given to the customers to put their order or get any kind of services. Internationalizations that here you will find that day by day all the services are local to it is going to the abroad also. What services are you getting here, you may get this kind of services in abroad like US also. So these kind of treatments day by day this is going on, like you can say that the oil treatment or herbal treatments given in India also nowadays available in India, America, Britain and other cases, because the team of people they are moving there and they have made it as international, international like yoga also. Yoga trainers people are going there. Now CRM software used to advertise tailored services to the specific customer. So you require a specific kind of services for which also you do not want to pay the entire amount of money. So that kind of tailored software is also nowadays available, which cost is low and at the same time customer can able to also enjoy what services they like to unnecessarily purchase too many services and customer is not willing to pay for all the services what he is not going to use. So for that reason, that company also started with the tailored softwares so that it's for your requirement that can be designed and your price structure will be low and you need to pay less also. Bundling, it is a practice of combining additional service with the basic offerings. So like if you have been to a particular kind of test, nowadays also medical tests are coming like that. If you can get or go for also a test for few things, so another 5 6 testing of yours can be done on same price structure. Also they are charging also that the psychological pricing like 599, 1200, 1000 or 999 like that is the price. What is 61 number of tests can be done, 67 tests can be done, 25 tests can be done like that. The advertisements are coming. So patho departments of pathology people are doing that like that. Medical services also they have started with the package marketing, like any kind of operations with your charges, staying charges and everything being included, and they are asking for a particular price structure. If you are really interested, then come to that particular hospital and pay that amount and you will get all kind of services. If it is individually, if you are going to add it, the service charges will be very high. So in total they are going to give. Like hotels also you will find that the complimentary breakfast they are going to give it as a free, but although they are saying it's free, it's not free. This is included or inclusive of that particular room hotels what you have booked. Now it is rationing in order to address the challenges. Higher rate of return on investments, mostly you need to see that when people are going for the investments, And nowadays also, if I can say that, selecting a particular kind of platform, that is demat account. So demat accounts verifications can be done by the customers, where they have to pay more, where the transaction cost is more, where opening of this one is more. So overall cost they are calculating. It's for that also they are going to select which platform they will go for to invest, so that they have to pay limited amount as a cost. So that is also day by day is it changing. Virtual experience. So we'll find that marketers often use technological tools like virtual reality. Day by day, these kind of things are also happening. That if you are going for a car driving test or like that, if it is a bike driving test, so virtual reality or virtual experience being given through that, the computerized machines is available. You can see it and you can feel like that. And very often also virtual experience we can go through that. If it is a video games, so most of the children are going to experience that as if you are driving a bike or a car in a, particular area, and you are feeling also the homes and other things, so psychological things, or the sensations being happen through the different kind of things they're trying to provide. So that's a virtual experience they want to know regarding that one. And if it is a completely new product, or you can say that if it is a parlor, or if it is a new hotel, or nowadays the 3D packages or softwares are coming to see that how it looks like inside a hotel, how it looks like that, all these things are happening. And Zoom cases, you can able to interact with the remote area people, the students, those who are interested to study. So you are in a platform and studio, like us, we are in our studio, and people throughout India can able to understand it. The services marketing, the demo, and the classes, and the interactions. Next is the market space. A growing number of service consumers enterprises have already been drawn and innovative. So survey market space is mostly that it is patent in Ethernet. So you can able to show that what we are going to say, that data you can keep it in the market space, or people are using that services in the market space to see that like if you want to go to a particular hotel through the YouTube, you can see the hotel how it looks like, people how they have enjoyed, what are the different things are there. So it's a method of distributing the works best for the service provider, hotels, broadband services also. So these are the things mostly you can able to see and verify, and once verified, then you can experience it. Multidimensional competitions. Here, the marketers are making an effort to present themselves as provider of non-traditional services. So they are into more into the uh, non-traditional services in the market. So showing different kind of things. By this also expectations are increased, like the 3G platform, 4G platform, now 5G platforms. So people can able to enjoy the data speed, that is from 4G to switching over from 4G to 5G. And also graphics we are going to find in case of cell phones, that the upgradation of the graphics, the students or the people can able to pay very well. The different kind of video games and 3D kind of video games they can able to play. Marketers have consistently been motivated to deepen their understanding of constantly changing marketing landscape and consumer behavior. So customers are changing, but the generation wise, if you are going to talk what kind of requirements the childrens are doing in our days and today, the childrens are mostly focusing there on the phones, laptops, and mostly in the digital world to interact with the machines and enjoy most of the times with the digital media. So that is a multi-dimensional competition nowadays. The brands are coming day by day, the new brands which are competing with this one. Now, emerging trends. What are the new trends are coming to the market? due to the globalization. So smaller, younger, local-based companies to compete against the bigger, older, and global. What I told already in the case of that, the small things also, the verbal things, small farms are there. So they are into also foreign things. So they can able to show that. Then you are going to find that be different type of art forms are there. People are going to train to the different countries and train those people, the carpenter and other people also they are trained by these particular people. So global companies or global networks things are there so that informations or the work process or the technicality or skill being shifted from one skill to next. So you will find that throughout the world, then you may not find also country-wise discrepancies there because the services what is it once upon a time very unique in a particular country. So now this is also gone to the different countries and they have trained also people are doing like I can say talk regarding the dance forms are there or if I'm going to talk regarding the hotels different kind of services provided in one country so that is also transferable and that is going to there. Training also people are trying to give it is a art form or these other kind of things. So innovation now no longer a vertical companies to the market, but it is becoming to the horizontal. So it's spreading very well to market and very fast. The horizontal model relies on the outside sources for ideas, and that in turn can be commercialized using internal capabilities. So few companies are sometimes outsourcing the kind of ideas and resources, and once they can able to know they themselves also starting that particular thing. Like we can talk regarding the art agencies. So earlier art agencies are there directly connectivity with the companies and they can able to do the advertisements for that particular company. But day by day the situation's been changed and people are also well trained up. So now the instead of to give the assignments to the advertising agencies, now companies have their small advertising agencies within the organizations who can able to solve at least 50% or 60% of the work. And later on might be if it is a huge requirement, they may depend on the customers and depend on the people. But still now there is no difference. You will find they are directly they can able to do. And ad agencies, if it is a big ad agencies, they are doing the massive scales. Company cannot able to do or there is a huge investment required for that. But that particular cases, companies are assigning this particular task to the ad agencies. Now, connectivity, a survey Google reveals that the screens now facilities 90% of our interactions with the media, smartphones, tablets, laptops, and television screens. So, it is not possible that the movement is very high earlier. Now, movement can be reduced through this particular screens because you can able to interact with your family members, office setups, office works you can do. Even if also the doctors from one country to another country can able to do the operations through the television screen by seeing how the operations can be done. So by seeing that one also other doctors of the different countries can able to do. So screens are becoming so important in our lives that we spend more than 4 hours to our leisure time. So majority of the times of our leisure times are going through these particular screens because we are being entertained by the screens. Now the F factor marketing communication. So here F means friends, families, Facebook fans, Twitter followers. So all these people is coming. So you are talking regarding social, then also social platforms. So social in the sense that your friends, your brothers, your families, your relations, relatives, to with whom you are interacting frequently. But second part also equally you are interacting with Facebooks, then YouTubes, then also Instagram, so Twitter. So these are the things day by day they are playing a vital role, and also the communications takes place from there. Also, you can able to communicate your informations, or you are sharing the informations not only through to your friends and families, but also through the social media. You are sending the informations. Most put their queries in social media for advice. Sometimes you require some advice for that one, marriage advice, marriage consultancies are there. tax advice people are there, law advice people are there. So a lot of people are there in the market who can able to give the advice to you if you require. So you just put a questions in the Google and you can get also the expert opinion on that. In recent years, this trend has fueled with the growth of community-based rating like TripAdvisor, Yelp. These are the organizations who can assist you and to give the best idea how to go to the tourism destinations with the limited cost and you can enjoy the life. So these are the people, they are giving the shortest distance and also the lowest cost quotations with the best services. So these type of organizations nowadays having the huge demand for that. So customers are to be treated as a peers and friends of the brand. So customer never they are going to think that customers are different from the marketers. So nowadays they are going to think that the customers are also equivalent and they are nearer to them. So anytime they require, they assist, they may take also the help of the customers. Now, increasing social conformity. Each individual is whenever they are going to purchase any particular kind of product. This is obvious nowadays. People are taking the opinion of others. So here, consumers are driven by both individual preferences. So your preference is there. Besides that, also during the purchase, you require the social conformity. Sometimes the social conformity is within the basket, like within your family members and relations, and sometimes it is beyond that one through the social platform. You are asking too many questions to your friends or any experts in the market, or you are asking through the platform to your relatives, like that. So day by day the concept been changing for the conformity regarding this brand or product is good or bad, these hotel rooms are good or bad, this tourist spot is good or bad, like all these kind of queries. If your family members cannot answer it properly or if you are not satisfied with that one, you may ask in the platform, that is where you may find friends. So besides that also you may ask directly to the service organizations who can able to guide you. They are going to give the advice regarding the trips. So customers conform more to the social opinions as they depend on their network to have the insight to make better purchase decisions. So more is the conformity, it is quite easier for the customers to take the decisions, and decisions will also be the faster. In such an environment, the most personal purchase decisions are becoming social decisions. So here, not only your decisions, but also you want to confirm that your decision is right or wrong. You are taking the opinion in the social websites or social platforms. So when their opinion and your opinion is same, so you are mostly going to purchase this kind of product. Now, competition, collaboration, and co-creation. So here, competition is day by day increasing, and some extent the companies can able to cope up with that particular competition. And sometimes if they are unable to do, then collaboration, two companies are merging doing this one. Co-creations, they are trying to develop a new solutions for that kind of problems. So connectivity has accelerated the market dynamics to the point where it is virtually impossible for a company to stand alone. So individual company cannot fight with a massive companies. So day by day, what is it happening? Either the company is so strong that he can stand against other competitors, but if it is not possible, they are going for the collaboration, or if it is not possible, also co-creations that can be possible. So competition is no longer a zero-sum game. So you will find that there is some kind of advantages you are going to get, and that is mostly happening. Now, positive, negative advocacy, that most popular measurement of the brand advocacy, that when we are going to do that one, so either we are going to say this product is good or bad, like that. So for that, there are enough things are there. So we can know that Frederick Richard, who has given this particular net promoter score, he has assigned this particular thing to know about this product or services is good or bad. So he argues that there are three broad categories of customer with regard to the attitude. So categories of customers can be divided into three types. One is your promoter, second is passives, and third is detractors. Means promoters are who will recommend this particular brands. This brand is good and these are the features of the brands, very nice, or they have the past experience regarding that particular services and they are very much satisfied. That's the opinion they are going to give. Second case is passive. They will not give any kind of they do not have much more knowledge. Either they do not have the knowledge or they cannot also take the decision whether this brand is or product is good or bad. So they are mostly passives. So their opinions are not taking into consideration because they are giving a neutral. Detractors are always trying to dislike. They are not going to talk a positivity about a product rather than the product which they dislike. They are going to talk regarding that one. So on the basis of these three scores, one is few brands having high scores are there, and few brands there is a neutral scores are there, and few brands you will find it's a negative is there. So out of these particular scores, now it is quite easier for you to take the decision on the basis of net promoter score. So net promoter score is measured by the percentage of promoters subtracted from the percentage of detractors. So that means those who are negativity, they are going to say that subtracted from this particular thing, so that you can get that what is the positive scores and this. The key argument is that the ill effect of the negative words of mouth reduces the good effect of the positive words of mouth. So negative word of mouth is always having more score than the positive word of mouth. So people always consider the negative things about a particular service or the brand rather than the positive things about a particular brand. So if more negatives are coming or more negatives about a brand is coming, people may not purchase. But if positive is it coming, that is also not true that people are going to believe they are going to. So where the negativity is less or negative is not there, the chances is very high that people may go for this kind of services. So mapping of the customers path to the purchase. So how to map that, how the customers are giving the ratings, how they are giving the positive or negative about that one. So marketer is trying to map it to see that whether that is going in the right directions or not. What way I want to convince the customer so that customers can ready to purchase my brand of product. So today customers are able to evaluate brands within no time because of the high mobility and connectivity. So the review of the customers, then you are going to talk regarding the friend circles, the family members, those who are going to give the opinion regarding the different brands, and that plays a vital role to select a particular brand is good or bad. That may be a product or a services. So both online and offline customers are exposed to the product features. So when I talked regarding the review, these are mostly online customers, and offline customers, your friend circles, those who are going to talk frequently about the different brands. Product features, brand promises, and sales chart through the multiple channels. So if you have chatted with the multiple companies, so you can able to have the knowledge regarding that one, that this company is good or bad by chatting. So customers tend to ignore and prefer trustworthy sources of advice. So trustworthy sources may they like this one or may not they like this one, because sometimes people are believing in a different way that if some companies are talking very well, then why that product is selling very well on that particular one. So people have the interpretation in the different way. So we cannot say that somebody the trustworthiness of the sources will people are going to purchase that one. It's not always true. So advisors, their social circle, friends and families are more important people, those who are always guiding these during the purchases of any particular kind of product or services. As a result, multiple touch points and a high volume of messages cannot be converted into stimulus. So multiple touch points means every person who is interacting with the customer. So they are giving the different informations regarding a particular brand or product. So high volume of messages, sometimes what it is going to happen, it will create a disturbance among the customers, and customer will be confused. So when customers will be confused, no stimulus can be created. So and no, if no stimulus will be there, so it is a neutral stimulus will be there, so customer will not unable to identify that which brand is good or which brand is bad. So must stand out by the meaningful connecting with the customers at critical touch points. So and to see that this brand is good or bad. Now paradigm shifts of 4A's to the 5A's. So we have seen that in case of IDA model, consumer behavior cases, that attention, interest, desire, and action. So attention is that the sources is too attractive, or the sources may be either the direct physical products will be there or services will be there, or through the advertisements it is attention can able to create. So if it is attention captured, so then the interest being of the persons being started. So interest is nothing but your attitude, and then the after that interest is there, positive attitude is there, then you will go for the desire. So desire cases, what it is going to happen that here we can say intention. So intention being guided by the two things. One is that you want to purchase instantly, or you want to delay this particular purchase process. So second thing is that you do not have the enough amount of money to purchase. So mostly one is the price criteria, the monetary value, what you are going to pay, that amount you have or not. And second thing is that your interest is now is there or not, or you are interested for after another 1 year or something like that. So that is desire. Once that is over, then you are going for the action. Action is the purchase. So you are purchasing this particular product. So advertising executives design advertisements on the IDA model. So here the advertisement what you are designing, so it cannot be capturing your attention or not. If it is unable to capture, then IDA model held in that particular basis. So for that, for to capture the attention, the 4Ps are more important. The product looks will be attractive, the price may be attractive, the price may be attractive, that the distribution channel where the product is available mostly nearer to your area or like that, or if it is through the internet you can able to access. So Terry Crocker of the Kellogg School of Management offers a modification of the IDA model to change it to the aware, attitude, act, and act again. So aware is that your awareness level of that particular brand, and your attitude is positive or negative. Act means you are going to see that particular product that is good or bad, you are going to say. So you are going to say it's good, then again the same thing, that it is good again, good again. So if it is repetitive things are happening, then there is a chance that the purchase will happen. Or if you are purchasing, if you find that the product is good, then there is a chance that you are purchasing again and again the same brand of product. So brand loyalty can be perceived. So here is the 4 A's versus 5 A's mostly discussed in the popular book. That is, you will find that industry 4 like that. This is marketing 4.0. So you will find this particular book. Our attitude, act, and act again. That is in the 4A customer's journey, and 5A customer's journey is what we are going to say. Completely change this one. That act and act again is not there. So you will find aware, awareness. Some extent you have the awareness. Appeal is something is there which is creating a positive sense of things. Means you are more attracted towards that particular product. Might be look wise very nice. Might be some features which is available, not available with others, or some features is completely unique features are available. So this is appealing. Then ask. So nowadays ask plays also another role. That means people are asking these questions that whether it is right or wrong, but shown by the company. So very frequently interactions through the different medium, maybe in the social platform. Then act. So you are going to act to see that the purchase, that whether this is right or wrong, or you are going to say that yes, this is good brand. Then advocate. Once you have selected that this brand is good, then you are advocating by asking the people whether what I have selected that is right or wrong. So you are advocating to the other people to ask this one that whether this brand is good or bad or like that. So this is actually your O zone across the customer path. It starts with that one, that the appeal, awareness. It will be start from the blue, then it is going to the appeal, then your ask, then act. So first is first part is your own, so own definitions you are going to say that you are liking or not. First or most important thing is that your likingness. Second is that your family members are liking or not. So that is the others part. And third is the outer part, is that some other sources are giving good opinion about this particular brand or product or not. So that is you are going to do through the social platform, or you are going through the review of this particular product or services through the different mediums. So this is going to give you the total model of this O zone. Means 3 O's are there. First O is for the own, second O is for the others opinion, third O is for the outer distance. So that's why this is O zone. 3 O's you will find. And here driving from awareness to the advocacy. So here you will find the awareness to advocacy is what I discussed already. Marketing 4.0, this is available. So here, what is the extent of awareness level of yours towards that particular brand or product, and advocacy at the end. You are interacting with the different people, not only your family members but also outside peoples. That is also, I told that even if also you are interacting with the social platforms to verify this particular brand is good or bad. So there are three basic types of influence that marketers might utilize to aid the customer. Typically combine their own influence, what we have seen last pictures. Second is the others influence and the outer influence. So that is in this particular picture we have seen. So own influence sometimes has a greater role also, that if you have too much influence, then sometimes your other influence and outer influence doesn't have much more impact. And sometimes the other influence is also more than also sometimes you are going to select this one. And sometimes outer influence is so strong that this particular brand is so well and so many people are talking about that one, so you are also going for. So we cannot say that only three are going to add and you can get this one, but also sometimes you find the others influence is also so strong, also you might be going to select. Your own influence will not be there. And sometimes outer influence also too much very high also, you may select this one. It may be that possible that it is not there. So these shape decisions regarding the 5 A's, so we can see that. And the external factor influence, that is the outer influence, that plays a vital roles regarding that one, how people are can able to accept this one, this particular outer part. So this is all about what we have discussed, services in the greater scope, that in the consumer behavior in the services, how people are taking the decisions and how these impacts are happening on the customer, not only individual level, and that is also family members, and also outer external level also, that is the thing. So thank you.